please get a large Diet Coke? Alright, y'all. We are having a week. I didn't end up taking my camera to Denver with us over the weekend. This is the Tuesday following Labor Day weekend. We had a concert up in Denver, and I was gonna like film how I stayed on track with prep through like that trip and everything, and then I lost my lens cap for my camera, and I didn't really want to travel with it without having that the lens cap on it, so I left it at home, didn't record, and honestly it was great because I feel like I was super present the whole trip. It was so much fun. It was our favorite band, Dead on a Sunday. The opening act was amazing. I had the time of my life just like dancing with my best friend and had so much fun. So really don't have anything from that, but I will put some clips in from the concert that I just like took on my phone. Nothing crazy, but this is Kate. Nothing crazy, but just a couple clips of like some of their best songs that I had so much fun like screaming the words along to live. So this week will be super chill. I am wrapping up a little bit of work right now. I am freezing. I feel like a wet rat right now, just like homeless. Literally existing in just like sweats and a flannel these days, but I am so cold basically all the time. I like really can't think of a time that I'm not cold besides when I'm taking like my hot bath every single night. So chill week, nothing really on the agenda. Obviously Brian is in class all week, so I've just got like work. I've got some calls tomorrow with a few potential clients that I'm really excited to talk to and get to just kind of hear about, you know, their goals and how I can support them in getting there. And then, yeah, we'll see what this weekend turns into. Probably a posing session with Jess. And if that ends up happening, I will take you along for that one. But yeah, so you will just come along for the week. So today's just super chill. I'm gonna go sit outside and hopefully warm up a little bit with a Diet Coke. And then we will prep some stuff for dinners. We're having chicken and potatoes and green beans, the usual. So that is just kind of a quick little recap of the last few days. And yeah, we'll take you along. All right, cardio is done. Thank God that's over. Just had an hour on the stairs. I weirdly enjoy my cardio sessions. I have like an endurance athlete background, so I feel like it's really easy for me to kind of just like push myself when it comes to something like cardio, and it's nice. I just kind of pop on a show most days. Wednesdays are my Summer I Turned Pretty cardio session, so I always watch the new episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty. And then other days I find myself just like really enjoying doing like deep dives on different like bands that I'm really into. I do my cardio at Planet Fitness and it like overlooks the whole gym, so I just kind of like people watch and listen to my just like favorite bands, so that's fun. So cardio's done. I'm gonna run home and eat meal one and then go train lower body. So yeah, I think that's what things are looking like right now. I'm gonna go train lower body, and then I have a coaching call with my business mentor. So have that today, client success call this afternoon, and then a call with a potential client after that. So that is where things are at today. And we'll go for a walk somewhere in there, but that is that. I didn't end up filming anything in the gym. The trainers were working with clients today and I didn't want to be disruptive to them. And it's like not like a tiny gym, but it's small enough that like I don't like filming when it's super busy. But I did record some of my posing because I posed today. Forgot my heels, but I still need to get a session in, so I still did it. It's coming together and I'm really excited to see it coming together. It just makes me really happy to like see my routine coming together, see my shape starting to come together, like everything is finally coming together. So that being said, stopped up at Whole Foods really fast and thought I would do like a really quick little like Whole Foods haul. I got a little bit of just like pre-cooked rice because to be honest, I just don't have it in me to cook rice today and I need rice. So that was a staple that I was willing to just like spend a little bit extra on today to make things super convenient for myself. I got some salmon fillets, some sockeye salmon fillets for Brian because he's been really missing salmon. We were so spoiled in Alaska and had all of our like own fresh caught salmon. So I've been avoiding buying salmon in the grocery store because it's just not the same. And we were so spoiled and all of the things. But he's been missing salmon. Salmon at the counter didn't look super good, but these wild-caught sockeye fillets frozen actually looked pretty decent. So I grabbed some of those for him. Some Ben & Jerry's again for Brian. He has ice cream once a week, so since I was there and they had it, I figured I would get it. So we've got that. I got some just like frozen vegetables because we were out and I needed stuff to kind of last through the like next few days before I do like a big grocery trip. And then I found pickled red onions and I'm so excited because I freaking love pickled red onions. And my gut just feels better when I'm having stuff like this. So really excited to have this. I'm probably gonna throw it in like some of my bowls for my meals. I think that's mostly everything, but just a quick, like I said, a quick little haul. Needed just like a few small things. So grabbed all of that. I'm gonna go, I missed my community call with my business mentor. Just my workout took longer than I was expecting it to, so I'll catch the recording later. But I'm gonna go home, put this all away, go for a quick walk. It's almost 12 o'clock right now. I've got a call at 2 and a call at 3, so I'm gonna put this away, go for a quick walk, and then dial in to work for the afternoon. So that is where we're at today. We'll talk soon. Right, going for a walk. It is a beautiful day out, however, not so beautiful. Those clouds coming in over there, guarantee they will be like dumping rain in like 30 minutes. So goal is to get as much of my walk done as I can before those come in. So let's go do it. Okay, walk is done. I am very close to steps being done. I have like, I don't know, 600 steps left, which means I will be easily knocking those out just like existing the rest of the day. So not too worried about those, but I had a couple packages come in that I'm very excited about. So I've been wanting new, this is very strange packaging. I've been wanting some new like gym tank tops. This is what I need scissors. Now my body is changing so much that I really didn't want to like invest in things. That's something I'll do after my reverse, after my show, where I just like know where I'm gonna exist. There we go. Where I'm gonna exist. So I got this tank top from Amazon. It's just like a super basic, like just gym tank top, probably like a Lulu dupe type thing. And then got a bunch of creatine. So Brian and I both take it. So I got a 2-pound bag of it from Bulk Supplements, and that arrived. Very excited about that. So I'm gonna go change out of my sweaty gym clothes that I've been wearing all day into just like comfy lounging gym clothes, but clean, comfy lounging gym clothes. And then we will eat and hop on a couple calls. I think my first call that I had is actually rescheduling, so won't have that today, which means I have a little bit more time to just like get some work done. And then I have a call at 3, and maybe we'll go get a sweet treat somewhere along the way. We'll see. I'm feeling like a McDonald's Diet Coke or something. So okay, this is that tank top on. It's super comfortable. It is giving more like Lulu, like Wonder fabric. They're like Wonder Train. It's less of that like cottony Align feeling. It's long. It's definitely not like a cropped tank. So I just kind of fold it over. But it is really comfy, and it was kind of exactly what I wanted. So we're just gonna dive into a few hours of work now. Like I said, maybe we'll get a sweet treat in a little bit, but we need to work first. To share. I'm a pretty big Cameron Hanes fan. If you're not familiar with him, he's like an outdoorsman, really big on hunting, but he's been running ultras since like 2005 or something like that. And I just watched his Cocodona 250 race that he did. I think it was back in May. He has like a 30-minute like documentary on YouTube about it, and love him or hate him, there is no denying that he does a really cool job at showing just how far like we can push the human limits. And so this, this guy, Cameron, did the Cocodona 250, which if you're not familiar with it, it's a 250-mile race through Arizona. You start just north of Phoenix, and you kind of wind around through like the desert and the mountains, like high desert, and you end up in Flagstaff. And it's an insane race. I mean, 250 miles is absurd, but he did it on a broken foot in 84 hours. And like, even with the broken foot, finished, I think 18th out of like 250 something runners, which is insane, absolutely insane. I mean, to even accomplish like finishing that race in general, but then to have also done it under the conditions that he did, is wild. And I think that if you've never pushed yourself to like an extreme before, it can feel so easy to like count yourself out of things and to say that you can never do something, or to not have the like mental drive to push your limits. And if there's one thing that prep is teaching me, it's that I am full of I can never do that, like I couldn't do that, that couldn't be me. I am someone who is very quick to like tell myself that like I couldn't do something. And something that's been really cool about prep is that like it doesn't matter how many times I tell myself I can't do it. Like I can't finish that cardio session, I can't finish this lift, I can't, XYZ. But the thing about prep is that like, even though I keep telling myself that I can't, I know it's something that I have to do to get to my end goal, and because of that, I still do it. So I tell myself I can't accomplish the task, and then after that's accomplished, I have now proven to myself that like it's that mind over matter thing. And me telling myself that I can't do something is functionally meaningless because my body is going to, like, it's going to still do it. There's this song by the Front Bottoms. Hold on, I need to think of what it is. So it's The Plan Fuck Jobs by the Front Bottoms. I'm a huge Front Bottoms fan. And there's this lyric that plays in my head constantly. And it goes, when my mind is uncertain, my body decides. And that line has been honestly kind of like the motto for my prep for me. My mind is uncertain, my body decides. And I have had countless moments already in the 12 weeks that I've been in prep where I've told myself, you know, I can't finish this, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. And then my just like body takes over and it's just like, nah, bitch, we're doing it. Like, we're gonna finish this task, whatever it is, however hard it is. And I think that watching Cameron Haynes' documentary, I've actually watched it twice this week. I watched it during cardio, and then I was so amazed by it that I made my husband watch it with me last night. But watching him accomplish this huge, huge feat, and then keeping that one lyric from that song in my brain, you know, there's so much that we are capable of as humans, and to count yourself out of anything simply because maybe you might not succeed, or maybe, you know, it feels like you can't do it in that moment, or whatever your excuse is, I think we all have a little bit more drive in us than we realize. So I felt kind of compelled to like share that and share my little mantra with you guys, because having lost 125 pounds, I can say for certain that you can do the hard things. So when your mind is uncertain, let your body decide. Okay, it is time for a little sweet treat. I am dying for a Fountain Diet Coke, so I think Sierra and I are gonna go get one. So come along for sweet treat o'clock. The Sierra in question. Wanna go get a sweet treat? Sierra, should we go get a sweet treat? Come on. Up. Good girl. Hi, can I please get a large Diet Coke, medium vanilla iced coffee, and a 4-piece nuggets? We got some chicken nuggets for the dogs, so that's what that is for. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, pretty.
Thank you so much. Say hi. Alright, let's go home. Okay, off the change because I spilled my entire drink down the front of me. So here we are, but got chicken nuggets for the dogs, so I'm gonna give those to them. Here, sit. Sierra. Take it nice. Good girl. Gentle. Okay. Gentle. Good boy. That's all. We'll save these. Okay, I have dinner going now. I just finished up my calls that I had for the day. I'm so excited to be welcoming my new client Kelsey into the program. So excited to be working with her. So tonight's dinner is fish. That's my typical meal for. So I'm gonna air fry some tilapia for me, salmon for Brian that I got earlier. I showed you in the Whole Foods haul. I cooked up some of the rice that I got, that like pre-cooked rice packet, and added some like cilantro and lime, so it's like a cilantro lime rice, and then I'm having that with my tilapia, and I'm gonna throw some of these pickled red onions on it and make it like a little bowl action, and then have some broccoli with that. So that is going to be my meal. Brian is having salmon with some buttered noodles, and he'll have some broccoli too. So that is dinner. Very excited. I love my meals these days. They're just so good. Obviously all like Whole Foods focused, very nutrient dense, and just make me feel so good eating them. So okay, and then I figured I would show you, I haven't started the fish yet, but 2 salmon fillets for Brian and then a tilapia for me, and I literally just seasoned it with like salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. So it's just like super basic, very easy. So I cook this at, typically I cook it at 425. I usually set it for like 15 minutes, and I just kind of check it throughout, and when I think it's done, I pull it off. So we're gonna let that run. Boiling up the water for the pasta. I've got my rice over there, and then I'll throw some broccoli in the microwave. This is such an easy dinner, nutrient dense, makes you feel good. One of my favorite meals. Okay, the air fryer just let me know that it's halfway, so I'm gonna take a look at the fish and see how it's looking. Okay. I've never actually air fried salmon before, but I think it's almost done. I've cooked a lot of salmon in my time, but I haven't air fried it. So we're gonna throw it in for just like an extra like 3 minutes, and then we'll pull it out. Okay, this salmon actually came out perfectly. So this was 425 in the air fryer for about 8 minutes, and it is literally perfect. But this bowl is bringing me so much joy. It's just rice, some tilapia, and then I have my tomatoes and my pickled red onions, and then I have my broccoli. So I get 100 grams of veggies with my like tilapia and rice for this meal. So I just kind of spread that 100 grams across these. I'm so excited to dig in. All right, good morning. It is Thursday. It's about 8 a.m. I just got ready for the day. I'm gonna go take the dogs out, give them a little bit of outside time, and then we're gonna go do cardio. We have, what do we have on the menu today? We've got upper body. So we're gonna go hit upper body, and then I've got kind of a busy work day today. I have a lot of content that I wanna film. Need to do some just like back-end business stuff, and then I have a coaching call this afternoon. So that is kind of what our day is looking like, but let's take the dogs out. Okay, lift is done. Cardio is done. The only thing left prep wise is just hitting my steps and eating today. So I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. Workouts are getting harder and harder. Workouts haven't changed. I've been doing the same lifts since March, and it's just getting like mentally harder and harder to like push myself through those workouts. And even just like getting myself to the gym to do my workouts, like energy is dipping. That's for sure, which is to be expected when you're, 12, 13 weeks into a bodybuilding prep. I am tired, I am hungry, and I am really, really relying on discipline these days to like check off all of these boxes every day, because motivation's not there. Like, motivation is gone, energy is gone. I don't like wake up every morning just like excited to go do my cardio or excited to go lift. The excitement, if anything, is coming from just like hitting new lows and feeling like I know that I'm working towards something really big and really exciting. So that, that keeps me going, but like motivation is not there anymore. And it's literally just the discipline and habits like I've created over the last several years. Like, this isn't something where I started bodybuilding prep and then created those habits, right? Like, I spent years becoming the type of woman that is successful in a bodybuilding prep, and then I prepped. And it's the same with like cuts too. Like, you don't start a cut and hope that those habits, form while you're cutting. You form those habits and then you start your cut. So yeah, all of that to say, discipline will always trump motivation, because motivation isn't always there, but you can create discipline. And then that kind of in turn builds momentum, and the momentum can kind of help curate that, motivation. But you can't always rely on motivation to carry you through everything that you have to do, because we're adults and sometimes we just have to do the things that we have to do. And you be thankful that you get to do it, but at the end of the day, like, you're an adult with responsibilities, and sometimes you just have to do the hard fucking things. So, rant is over. I'm gonna go home, go for a walk, and then have a nice long afternoon of work. So, alright, today's just been a really busy day of calls and a bunch of like back-end work, content filming, stuff like that. So I think we're gonna wrap up the vlog here. But I wanted to take a minute to just thank you for following along with these videos and my channel, and just all the support that I've received through prep so far. I get so emotional, but I never thought that this is something that I'd be doing, prep and posting on YouTube, but especially prep. And I'm so excited and thankful to be able to do this and to make these videos and show other women who might be keeping, dreams to themselves, that they can do it and they can start, anywhere and choose to, push themselves towards that path. And, it doesn't really matter where you start, you just have to choose to start. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.